Hello everyone, thank you for joining me today here in a sunny, beautiful Provo, Utah, and wherever you are in the world. We are so excited to be talking about one of our newest products, PowerLips Fluid. So this has been an exciting, fun product that everyone has been so anxious to find out more information about. In fact, today I had a totally different plan for this Facebook Live. We were going to demo the different shades and show you the colors and just see how they look on different skin types. But because we have been getting so many questions just flooding in, we decided instead we are going to cover all of the most popular questions today. Really help answer some of those burning questions that you have out there. So let's dive in. Probably the number one question coming in is what makes PowerLips Fluid different than all of the other long-lasting products that are out there? And this is probably one of the most important differentiating factors about this product anyway. So I'm super happy to start here. PowerLips Fluid is, of course, our scientists always just knock it all out of the ballpark when it comes to formulas and the science, the technology behind a product, and they've done the same here as well. So normally a long-lasting lip product will dry down very, very quickly. Now let me explain why that is a bad thing. So with something that evaporates very quickly, it's usually high in harsh chemicals like alcohols that evaporate quickly. The problem is that these chemicals bind with moisture on whatever surface they're on. So if they are applied to your lips, the moisture that is in the skin and the soft tissue of your lips is going to bind with those ingredients, and then as they quickly evaporate off to give you that flash off effect, that quick dry down time, they take the moisture with it. So one time, or once in a while here or there, yeah, fine. Your lips are resilient, our skin, our human bodies are a miracle. They can bounce back, they can recover. But used repeatedly day after day over time, these harsh chemicals are going to damage the tissue of your lips. You're going to start seeing a peeling effect as layers of the skin start to lift up. You're going to start to see cracking. You're going to see an uneven texture as you're applying the lip product. Your lips will look older. We want beautiful, young, plump, smooth lips. And so Nu Skin, the PowerLips Fluid, is different in that we don't have that flash-off effect. We aren't using those harsh chemicals that give you that immediate dry down time. Instead, we're using an amazing blend of ingredients that are going to help protect the lips to not have that damaging effect. We've got ingredients in there like the silicone oils, the beeswax, the avocado oil, the vitamin E, which vitamin E actually is also an antioxidant. So you've got the free radical damage that can be happening just from the environment itself, and you've got a powerful antioxidant in there as well to help neutralize some of that damage as well. So just a myriad of different things that are going on there, but that's one of the number one things, is that it's protecting the lips and moisturizing, holding that moisture in instead of allowing it to evaporate and disappear from the lips. So you're really soothing and nourishing the lips while you're protecting them. So that leads us right into the next most popular question, which is dry down time. If we're not using those harsh chemicals that have that flash off or that instant drying effect within just 2 to 3 seconds, then how long does it take? Not very long at all. To have a long-lasting product that is going to last on your lips throughout the day, we can wait about 60 seconds, right? So 1 to 2 minutes, this will have dried down, and you can do the kiss test where you kiss the back of your hand and you can show the back of your hand, and there's not going to be any product there. So just wait 60 seconds or so, 1 to 2 minutes, the product will have dried down. Now let me give you a tip. Some of the lighter shades, like Determined or Persistence, are going to dry down a little bit faster than some of the darker shades like Roar, that might match my lips today, or Rain. So the lighter colors will dry down just a little bit faster, and the darker colors will take maybe a few more seconds to get that dry down effect. So only 1 to 2 minutes to dry down. Okay, how long? Here's the next question. How long will PowerLips last on my lips? If used correctly, and I'll cover how to do that correctly, if used correctly, PowerLips are going to last throughout the day. So I can get up before I come to work in the morning, I apply my PowerLips, and by the time I go to home from work at the end of the day, my PowerLips are still on. And I've been wearing them for quite a few days now, so I'm absolutely in love with these products. So we've got a long-lasting product. Also, it does depend how long it lasts on application. If you're putting on one application or two, if your doe foot applicator, when I say doe foot applicator, I am talking about, you can see this little wand right here. This is a doe foot applicator, and you see I've got excess product right there on the wand. Normally, I'm going to tap a little bit of that off, so that I'm just doing a smooth application first with a thin layer. A thin layer, of course, is going to dry down faster. A thicker layer or an extra application might take you a few more seconds. So that's some basic information on dry down time and how long that it will last. So this falls right into that question. What are things that might make it not last as long? Food is probably the #1 thing, and so let's cover that topic. When you're eating anything with a lot of oils, like pizza, really greasy, right? Those oils break down the formulas that cause the long-lasting duration. Oils like salad dressing, anything of that nature will break down the formula so it wears off a little bit faster. This can also happen with products, which is one of the next most popular questions I get. Can I use lip pumping balm with this? Can I use Sunlight balm with this? Can I use the lip gloss with this? The answer is yes and no. Yes, you can use other products with PowerLips, but no, if you're combining products, you will diminish the length of wear of the product. PowerLips is a standalone product. It's designed to be used by itself. When you combine other products with it, those products tend to have some of these oils that stay on the skin longer and hold moisture to the skin, but those oils again will break down the formula so it makes it wear off faster. So yes, you can do it, just know that maybe by the end of the day you've still got some on your lips, but it's not like in the morning when you just put it on. I have to say, so I'll just tell you a story here because you know me, I always get sidetracked. The first time I used this, I am a moisturizing lip junkie. I tend to not wear matte colors because I love moisture so much on my lips, and I will apply Sunlight or one of our lipsticks at least 4 or 5 times a day because I just love moist lips, really hydrated, plumped lips. So I was a little afraid, I will admit it, I was afraid to try PowerLips. So the first time I tried it, I was like, I can't go a whole day without applying product to my lips. So I applied the Sunlight Balm first, and then I put my PowerLips on. I was surprised at the end of the day, I still had PowerLips on my lips. It wasn't a full bold layer of color, but I definitely still had. I didn't have to reapply after lunch, and I still had it on at the end of the day. But it wasn't as strong as it normally would be. So yes, the product did wear down the length of wear. So the next day, by the end of that day, I realized I didn't feel throughout the whole day this need to apply something to my lips. My lips didn't feel dry or chapped, so I was able to go the whole day. So the next day, I had the courage to then not apply anything, just clean lips, apply my PowerLips, and went through the whole day again, not feeling dry, not feeling chapped, and didn't have to apply anything else. And then I did get that full, powerful coverage throughout the whole day. So, you know, one more tip that I'm going to throw out there, just as an afterthought, since we've been talking about food and other products. When you're eating lunch, be careful with a napkin. Sometimes we do an aggressive wipe or we do a really hard blot. Because foods naturally have the oils in there, you'll get a little of it coming off. So be careful with a napkin, a light tap, or, you know, just be careful when you eat so that you don't need to dab away food on your mouth, and that'll help the duration of the product as well. Okay, let's see what's next on here. Make sure I haven't forgotten any tips here. So we talked about lip balm, the lip gloss. Yes, you can use either before or after in lip plumping balm as well. In fact, I was just talking to one of our sales leaders who was in DC at the expo, and they tried. I guess they wanted to test it out, and they tried putting lip plumping balm on first. You can do that, no problem. They got the beautiful plumping effect, then they got the beautiful touch of color, but they did see that little bit of difference in the wear down time. So know that if you allow this to be a standalone product, you get that full day coverage. Okay. Oh, another question that I've gotten quite a lot is, should I have anything on my lips like excess makeup? So for example, when we apply our foundation or tinted moisturizer or powder, often it's very common to let it drift onto your lips, or even on purpose applying that product to your lips. Normally, women or whoever is using products will do this because they want to create more adherence for the products that are being applied after. PowerLips is different. PowerLips do not need that adherence. In fact, those products, because the ingredients that are in those products cause more of a problem than an aid. So no, you don't want foundation, you don't want tinted moisturizer, you don't want concealer, you don't want powder, you don't want finishing powder. You just want clean, fresh lips to apply PowerLips onto. So clean lips, no product before you apply. Can I use multiple shades together? I'm so glad that somebody asked that question, because the answer is a resounding yes. In fact, in the Facebook Lives that are coming in the next few weeks, you're going to see some really fun stuff that we're doing with combining shades and lip art and some of the things that you can accomplish. So absolutely, you can mix shades and use them together. In fact, let me share a few tips with that. So if you are... let me share two tips. So let's say, for example, you've got rain and persistence. You could use rain on your lips first as the base layer, and then you could come in and on top, on the inside of the lips, and right here in the Cupid's bow, right in this area, you could apply the lighter color persistence, which is going to give you that pop or that plumper look to your lips. Also, later this year, you will see all of the shades that we are releasing for the preview in August are matte shades, because matte is such a huge trend right now. But later this year, you're going to see some metallic shades. Metallic shades are also great for layering on top of some of these darker colors to give you that pop. Now here's another tip with combining colors. You can use a makeup brush. If you want to get a sheer effect, so maybe I want to wear Roar, but I don't want to be this courageous, and I just want a dusting of red on my lips. Instead of applying it straight from the bottle with this doe foot applicator wand, I could use a makeup brush. I would just dab a little bit of the brush onto the doe foot applicator and then apply it to my lips. What's happening is you're shearing out the product or thinning out the product so that it's covering a lighter coat on the lips, which gives you this lighter sheer effect, and it gives you more control over blending if you want to go into some serious lip art with your lips, which again, you're going to see in just 2 or 3 weeks some really fun stuff we're doing there. So there's just a couple of tips for your lips. I think I have 1 or 2 more questions here. Oh, of course, I cannot finish without this question. How do you remove PowerLips? Everyone is asking, how do I remove it? PowerLips are very easy to remove. Almost any of our new skin facial cleansers will work. We find it is a little bit easier with a cleanser that has more surfactants or more cleaning ingredients. Surfactants are those ingredients that cause the bubbling up and the sudsing and the foaming. And so products of that nature will remove a little bit quicker or easier. So a product like Pure Cleansing Gel would be great for removing PowerLips. Demoing, okay, this is probably one of my last questions that I'll cover, but this is, I'm happy to end on this one because this one is huge. I want you to have instant success with these PowerLips. And so there's a few keys here to aid you in having a really good first-time experience. Number one, when you demo PowerLips, always demo on your lips. I know it's been really fun, and we have done this ourselves in the past. We'll demo eyeshadows or blushes or even lipsticks or lip tints on this area of the arm right here. I do not recommend doing that with PowerLips. Here's why. When you apply PowerLips to your arm, you tend to get a really thick application, way thicker than you would normally get on your lips, because you're not worried about staying in the lines or having it look just right. We tend to be more cautious with our lips. So on your arms, you just go whack, and you get a glob of color that will take a lot longer, sometimes more than 6 minutes to dry down, because you've got such a thick layering of color there. And so the risk you run is then they rub their arm against their shirt, or they have a long sleeve that comes down, and then it might get on their clothing. So to prevent that, just always demo on the lips and do a sheer application first. And just for hygienic purposes, just go and buy some cheap lip applicator, disposable applicators. I do have a tip for you, though, about those applicators, because you don't want to be using your doe foot on like 50 other lips, because that would be kind of gross. But if you're using disposable applicators, you keep it hygienic. However, we have a learning for you. Don't buy the disposable applicators that are the little brushes. They tend to be, they're so cheap and flimsy that they don't apply the product very well. And as I mentioned earlier, a brush will give you a sheer application. These little flimsy disposable brushes have an incredibly sheer application, and so people tend to not have as positive of an experience. Instead, you can find disposable applicators that look like this doe foot applicator, and you'll get a much better experience from those. I've seen them as cheap as $1 an applicator. I'm sure you can find all kinds out there. So always apply it to your lips. Wait for the dry down time. Disposable applicators. One thing that I did want to say, as to how long this lasts on your lips, it does last all day. It is a smudge resistant. It is a kiss encouraging, I'm going to say, because we want you to be able to go out there and kiss, but not get it all over somebody else. So you do have this resistance, this smudge proof, and you're not going to get it on your teeth. You're not going to be getting it on your clothes. In fact, here's my personal experience. And I had to laugh because this just came up 2 days ago. I had PowerLips on. I totally forgot I was wearing it because your lips just feel natural. Oh, that's another thing. I'm going to make a note here. I don't want to forget to tell you, natural, coming back to that. But anyways, I had my PowerLips on. I don't know what I did. I think I reached up and I brushed the hair back behind my ear. But I had this really expensive silk blouse on, and when my hand came back, my whole arm just smeared across my lips. And I had this instant surge of adrenaline, like, rush through my body. I'm sure many of you can relate to me here, as this adrenaline was rushing through my body, because I'm like, I just ruined my silk blouse. And I looked down and there's nothing, and I'm like, what? Because there's nothing, because I full-on rubbed across, and then I remembered I had put PowerLips on that day, and I kid you not, I almost started crying, because I was like, thank you, PowerLips, for saving my silk blouse. So yes, the product does work. Give it 60 seconds or so to dry down. Now, the thing that I wanted to come back to about natural was, I have had a few people say, my lips don't feel like I've just put lip plumping balm on. This isn't designed to feel like a lip plumping balm, but it is designed to protect the moisture to your lips. So let me give you kind of a mental visual here. If you were to get up in the morning, you jump in the shower, you put on your products, you put nothing on your lips. You don't put chapstick on your lips, lipstick, liner, lip gloss, anything. You just leave your lips normal, like the day you were born. So just fresh lips, and you go throughout the day, your lips will feel dry within just hours. Compare that to PowerLips. When you put PowerLips on, your lips feel like they're clean and fresh, like there's nothing on there, but you don't get that drying out effect like you would if you had no product on your lips at all. So compare this to as if you had no product on at all. It will really help drive home the point of how those moisturizing ingredients are really coming in to protect the lips, to keep them hydrated, and not having those harsh chemicals that are drying out the lips. So we did have a question that came through asking when these products will be available. The preview date is August 24th, and that actually brings me to another topic that I wanted to make sure I cover, and that is just a shout out. For those of you who are building a business with Nu Skin, I just wanted to recommend joining a Facebook Live this Friday in the business private group, Nu Skin USA Business. Our general manager of the United States, Mr. Matt Hall himself, is going to actually be doing a Facebook Live, and this will be a must watch because he is going to tell you the time, he'll reiterate the date for the preview, he'll be covering all the costs, wholesale, retail, what the packages will be, how quickly we might run out of some, and so he's going to be really giving you some of these business details. So for those of you who are doing this as a business, make sure that you join the Nu Skin USA Business Group this Friday at 11:30 a.m. for that. For the rest of you, all of our customers, our friends, all of you out there who are really excited to try this product. Okay, so before I quit, you know me, you'll let me do this, right? I just have to say, one of the other things, I know this is an FAQ, but I just have to throw a benefit out there that I absolutely love about PowerLips. How many of you have the courage on a normal day to put on Roar, like full-on red on your lips, right? Like, this is a little scary. This is the first time you're going to have confidence to wear PowerLips. Here's why. This long-lasting works so well that normally with really sharp, bright colors like this, you almost always get a slight bleeding or a feathering effect that starts to happen. Your lines on your lips don't stay sharp and clear and defined. PowerLips will give you that control. This defined lip is going to stay all day long, so you have the confidence that you're looking great. You're not constantly running into the mirror to see, like, do I have red on my teeth? Do I have lines that are fading? For me, this is silly, but I'm a smiler. You guys know me. I love to smile, and sometimes I smile so big that the bottom lip touches down here, and I have literally had multiple events where I will have lipstick right here because my lip will touch down, so I'm constantly checking to make sure I don't have lipstick on my chin right underneath there. And so this will give you that confidence to wear the product knowing that you look amazing. So that is what I can't wait. Join us on August 24th. Get your shades to preview and have fun just looking fabulous, feeling great while you're at it, and improving the quality of your lips while you're at it too. So thanks for joining me, everyone. Have fun with PowerLips. Bye.